Imagine standing inside Arthur Ashe Stadium as thousands of voices explode around you. But for Novak Djokovic, that sound twists fast from applause into a hostile, gut-level roar of boos aimed straight at him like a storm. For over 2 decades, Djokovic has walked a razor-thin line between fierce admiration and deep-seated hatred. After a shocking eruption at the 2025 US Open, the Serbian legend finally broke his silence, revealing the real reason behind his confrontations with the crowd. Djokovic, 38 years old and carrying 24 Grand Slam titles, stepped onto the court for his quarterfinal against Taylor Fritz, the last hope of American tennis. The crowd was not on his side. Chants of "Let's go Taylor" rang between points. Then came the breaking point. During the 4th game, Djokovic faulted and an entire section erupted in whistles. He stormed toward umpire Damian Demusoy, nearly yelling, "What are you going to do?" The umpire shut it down bluntly, "It's not going to help, Novak." But this is where Djokovic is most dangerous. He didn't retreat. He stared directly into the stands, blew air kisses at those cheering his double fault, saved 10 of 11 break points and closed out the victory, his 14th US Open semi-final. After the match, his tone shifted completely. The win was for his daughter Tara on her birthday. The stadium seconds earlier, full of whistles, went silent, then erupted in warm applause. That paradox is what Djokovic always carries with him. To understand 2025, you must go back. In 2008, after beating Andy Roddick, Djokovic called out Roddick's earlier taunts about his injuries during his on-court interview. The Arthur Ashe crowd unleashed a storm of boos. He said later, "I was against 20,000 American spectators. The first crack had formed." In 2020, the damage went deeper. With no fans due to COVID-19, Djokovic angrily swatted a ball that struck a female line judge in the throat. He was immediately disqualified. The image of him silently gathering his bags became one of the most unforgettable moments in US Open history. In 2021, a crowd chanting "RUNE" for his opponent Holger Rune left Djokovic convinced he was being booed. Even Rune admitted it sounded that way. In another match, a spectator repeatedly shouted during his service motion at critical moments. Djokovic told the umpire, he knows exactly why he was doing it. The pattern is undeniable. The media amplified every flare-up, framing it as proof of a hot-headed nature. When Federer showed the same emotion, it was a rare human moment. When Djokovic did it, it became a character flaw. That double standard shaped how American fans walked into the arena. His on-court personality added fuel. He yells after big points, thumps his chest, stares down the stands. For Serbians, that's national pride. But for a vocal segment of the American crowd, it reads as too much. His smirks and air kisses don't calm things, they escalate them, and at 38, his prolonged dominance frustrates fans who want new faces and fresh champions. The boos are partly the crowd's way of fighting back against an era that refuses to end. But here's the truth, the boos don't break him. He converts them. Every whistle becomes fuel. Every hostile crowd adds weight behind a victory that means more. He doesn't change himself to win approval. He doesn't pretend not to hear the noise. He responds with his eyes, his smirk, and ultimately his game. Djokovic doesn't need unconditional love to perform at the highest level. The opposition itself has forged him into a legend. The American crowd may never embrace him the way they embraced Federer or Nadal, but that no longer matters. He has reached a level where love or hatred doesn't define his value. Only one thing does, his ability to win in the most hostile environments on earth. In the darkness of those boos, Djokovic found his own light. When this era ends, people won't only remember 24 Grand Slams. They'll remember a man who stood unbroken against the chaos, who never needed to be loved, only to be unconquerable.